Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of SpongeBob Now. Today, I will be talking about Gramma's secret recipe, and the scent of money. First, I'm going to talk about Gramma's secret recipe. Enjoy! In the beginning at Shady Shoal's rest home, Plankton is with his grandmother, who is lying down on a bed. After thinking of what to do with her, Plankton puts his grandmother to sleep, and then takes some of her clothes to wear. Plankton later walks over to SpongeBob's house, where he appears. Plankton says that he is his great-grandmother, in which he actually believes so. SpongeBob gives his great-grandmother a tour of his house and shows Plankton all of his albums. The next day, Plankton wants to go to the Krusty Krab, but SpongeBob insists that they go to a nursing home instead. There, they knit and play cards, when Plankton rips a card in annoyance at SpongeBob's antics. SpongeBob realizes he is bored and decides to take him to the Krusty Krab, although Plankton says he wants to enter through the back door. Meanwhile, Plankton ties up a balloon that looks like him. It flies away into the dishwasher, and when SpongeBob turns it on, the balloon pops. SpongeBob, thinking it is his great-grandma, cries, but then Plankton reappears and says he is fine. After, Plankton tells SpongeBob that he is tired and needs to take a nap in a private place. SpongeBob agrees and takes him to the safe. Thereafter, Plankton's grandma walks inside of the Krusty Krab and finds out what Plankton is secretly plotting. She takes him back while SpongeBob thinks that his own great-grandma caught Plankton trying to steal the formula. Next, I'm going to talk about the scent of money. Enjoy! SpongeBob is taking Gary for a walk. They spot Mr. Krabs in a free parking spot. Gary gets a little spazzy, so Mr. Krabs asks what is wrong. SpongeBob says that is what Gary does when he finds money. Mr. Krabs is impressed at this skill, but SpongeBob says he would never do it because it causes Gary extreme discomfort and risk for his health. Mr. Krabs decides to take Gary to look for spare change all around town to grow his obsession with money. When SpongeBob asks what Mr. Krabs is doing with Gary, just gives him an impossible task like rearranging the wall tiles from largest to smallest or painting the Krusty Krab with a toothbrush to avoid revealing the truth. Mr. Krabs collects money from people at the Krusty Krab, Boo Lagoon, sewers, parking meters, and the laundromat. After each location, he is surprised when SpongeBob finishes every seemingly impossible task he gave him. After lying to him once more saying he and Gary are doing some laundry, he then finds an arcade and goes inside. Meanwhile, SpongeBob is finished with his most recent task to paint the whole Krusty Krab with a toothbrush, so he looks for Mr. Krabs, but the guy Mr. Krabs took money from at the laundromat tells SpongeBob that he and his snail have been stealing money. Upon realizing Mr. Krabs lied to him and was using Gary to steal people's change behind his back, SpongeBob finds the arcade and looks for Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs decides to disguise himself and Gary as a pregnant woman. Mr. Krabs tries to take everyone's money, but Gary is so worn out that he cannot attract money anymore, as doing so causes him pain. At that moment, SpongeBob finds Mr. Krabs and is mad at him for putting Gary through all that pain just for money. They begin to argue, but they get distracted as Gary involuntarily starts collecting all of the money in the arcade. The huge amount of money forms a massive wave of coins, which begins sliding towards all the Bikini Bottomites in an avalanche sort of fashion. Everyone tries to exit the arcade to avoid being swept away, except for Mr. Krabs, who runs toward the large wave of coins in a fit of money madness. Realizing his mistake far too late, he gets literally crushed by them and is taken to the hospital. At the hospital, after discussing what happened to Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob asks what caused Gary to begin attracting money. The doctor reveals that he swallowed SpongeBob's Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy fridge magnet, which had quite a strong magnetic pull. When the doctor points out the bill to Mr. Krabs, he responds that he does not have enough money to make his payment. The doctor corrects him by mentioning that all the change he collected with Gary would cover it, prompting Mr. Krabs to suffer in defeat as the episode ends. We're halfway done with Season 7. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Goodbye everyone.